Well, hello and welcome to highlights of the fifth round of the British Cycling National Women's Road Race Series. We are, of course, in Lancaster for the Lancaster Grand Prix. 90 kilometres we will be covering of pretty brutal Lancaster countryside in what's been called the British answer to the Ardennes Classics. Only 64 riders, not a huge field, but a field that is stacked with talent. All the big teams: Das Hutchinson, FTP, Fulfill the Potential Racing, Hansling Alba Development Road Team, Jadon, Vive la Vela, Glaston, London Academy, Loughborough Lightning, Smurfit Westrock Cycling Team as well, Paraloid Race Team, 360 Cycling. Lots of teams looking to do well. It is, of course, Das Hutchinson who have the series leader in Morven Yeoman. Das Hutchinson also leading the team classification, so quite a lot for them to defend today. The first half of the race then was defined mostly by a lot of smaller attacks, lots of teams keen to get riders at the front. Paraloid Race Team we see here in the white and the navy blue, alongside Hansling Alba Development Road Team. Loughborough Lightning we can see in the purple and the white, with O'Shea Red Chili Bikes on the right hand side of the road there in their gradient kit. The pace was high and there were lots of attacks, but nothing seemed to stick early on. It was a very, very warm day as we see Morven Yeoman here, the series leader, is taking on some water to cool down and sharing a little bit here with her teammate Lucy Lee. Both riding for Das Hutchinson in the lime green and the blue. Temperatures mid to high 20s, but not just that, high UV and high dew point, so a very humid and sticky day. This was the first breakaway then that had any legs, and they broke away from the bunch which absolutely fractured behind. So a small chase group, but 6 riders now then out the front, and they were Lily Martin of Loughborough Lightning, Morven Yeoman and Lucy Lee, both of Das Hutchinson, so 2 riders for them in this front group of 6. So they're keen to take some cooling from the spectators. We also had Sana Zayman of O'Shea Red Chili Bikes, Anna Boniface of FTP, Fulfill the Potential Racing, and Grace Lister of Hansling Alba Development Road Team. Anna Boniface and Grace Lister, however, didn't last in this group, and they dropped off, which left us with 4 riders out the front. They managed to amass a gap of 1 minute and 50 seconds on the remnants of the bunch chasing behind. And it looked for a time like this group might have the legs to go all the way to the finish, but next time up the Queen of the Mountains climb, it was Lily Martin of Loughborough Lightning, once again clearly keen to get that Queen of the Mountains classification, who put the power down. And the only rider that could stay with her was series leader Morven Yeoman, with Lucy Lee chasing not far behind. Yeoman then with absolutely no incentive to work on the front and bring Lily Martin further away from her chasing teammate Lucy Lee, not too far behind. But it was still incumbent on Lily Martin to keep the pace up high and make sure Lucy Lee of Das Hutchinson, Morven Yeoman's teammate, did not get back in touch. And all that being said, on one of the next few descents, somehow Lucy Lee did manage to get back, which meant we had a front group now of Lily Martin of Loughborough Lightning and 2 Das Hutchinson riders, series leader Morven Yeoman and sprint marvel Lucy Lee, as Yeoman and Lee tried to work cat and mouse 2-1 over Lily Martin to tire her out. Lucy Lee lets a little gap go here from Morven Yeoman, and Lily Martin takes the opportunity to attack on the right hand side of the road and puts a big dig of power in. And does Morven Yeoman have the power left in the reserves now after almost 90 kilometres of racing, this in the final lap, to get back on? It appeared that she did not then, and Lily Martin powered away 5th in the National Time Trial Championships earlier in the year, clearly with brilliant form, but only 18 months into her cycling adventure. She comes from the well-known Rowers to Cycling pipeline. 18 months she's been riding, only 20 years of age for Loughborough Lightning. And Lily Martin coming into the last 100 metres we see to take easily the biggest victory of her cycling career to date, but perhaps not the biggest victory she will see in her near future. An incredible ride then by Lily Martin to win the Lancaster Grand Prix, the 5th round of the British Cycling National Women's Road Race Series.
Yeah, they were mean. But you overcame, that's brilliant.
And overcame she certainly did. Hugs all round from the Loughborough Lightning team, and overwhelming contagious joy. And so then at the end of the race, here are your top 10. Thank you very much for watching. We hope you've enjoyed this, and feel free to check out the Monument Cycling socials for more. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time.